to Great Britain. I'm just going to take the opportunity because I happen to see a whole load of referees milling around beneath me here. Just like to thank them all for their work this weekend. They're doing a great job here. Without the referees, there's no Hamburg Sevens. It's also fantastic to see the development and the quality of referees in all member unions of Rugby Europe. So thank you guys.
We need to move the ball. We're holding the ball. We need to hold the ball. Keep winning those races at
That's good work, Ian. Being thankful to the referees, remembering they're in our hotel, and we want to make sure they leave some breakfast for us in the morning because I have seen what they eat and it's quite a lot. And I do like my bacon and the eggs in the morning.
Well, that's what I was saying, telling them, you know. I just want to say again, boys, you're doing a great job on the pitch. Girls as well.
They've come in.
We've had a few rolls in the morning with you.
And I got over it. Awesome. Okay,
So you guys, you go back to the edge. Все, парни, продолжаем. Продолжаем.
Ми можемо йти уверенно насипаємо, ми їх обіграємо один в один почти кожен раз. Ми можемо йти в пустоту, і вони реально нас не беруть сразу.
Ребят, мы теряем сами свои мячи. Это нельзя делать.
Got the chance to boys keep up.
So both of these teams were level on points at the start of today. At the end of this game, it will look different, but you can see a big difference in the professionality of both setups. Even just the body language of the Ukrainian huddle there is a little bit disjointed. But that's what experience does. Ukraine in the championship series for the first time, and really looking to push on, maintain the class for next season and build. So Great Britain kicking off, playing from right to left. Not able to contest this directly, but a big hit dislodges the ball. The number 8 picked it up, although he was in front, so it's an offside penalty. Team GB whipping it out to the right-hand side. And that's it. That is the gap. And that is the first try of the second half. Ryan Apps, I mentioned him at the start of the game. A very dangerous runner, very elusive, and he's done his job there.
Yeah, again, Team GB just spreading the ball wide, but Apps off that right foot and just the acceleration through the gap. He's unstoppable there. Great bit of power, and then he has the stamina to get right the way through to the line and score under the posts.
And as it so often happens when there is a difference in class between two teams in sevens rugby, the Ukrainians really just struggling to get possession. And without possession, you're not going to score points. A brilliant take. Sivak running it in from the kickoff. A little bit of showboating, but we'll let him do that. Let him enjoy it. He's ecstatic, and quite rightly so.
As you just continue to say there about the possession, they suddenly get possession, and look what they can do physically and speed-wise. These Ukrainian athletes are up for it, that's for sure. Maybe lack a little bit of technical ability at this level, but they can run and they can power through things, and certainly for the crowd, they've loved that. They're taking these Ukrainian players under their wing here as their second team.
And the conversion is good. Overchuk. No, sorry, not Overchuk. Shuliak is ready to take the kick off. He's standing there with the ball in his hand. I thought he might go for a quick one there. But Team GB slowing it down by making the changes. So Sivak gets the ball back in his hands, and he will put up a contestable kick. And it's taken beautifully. Shevchenko, the number 10. And that is a really disappointing penalty for Ukraine, just when they felt they might be getting back into this game. If they could have tacked on another score right now, taken it up to 14-28, they'd have been going for the foot.
Yeah, Shevchenko there, really good work to get there first, but look how quickly Team GB are on that Jacko. Savchenko not releasing the ball there, but he had no chance to release it because GB were on that ball so quickly. So good work for the turnover to create this scrum opportunity.
Early push.
It's an early push from Ukraine, feeling the pressure there, and that just gives Team GB an easy out. Creating a 2-on-1 in the outside channel. He'll put his foot in the gas. That's Apps again off his left foot this time. He showed us what he can do off the right. Now he's showing us what he can do off the left, and he's under the sticks. Ryan Apps, young man, remember the name.
Yeah, lovely little run across the field by Ollie Dawkins to find that space to put Ryan Apps into. And as we've mentioned before, he's got a powerful takeoff, a good leg drive there. And then he's got a top-end speed as well, which just carries him past that Ukrainian cover defence and then under the post for a score.
And the conversion was taken incredibly quickly, so we're already set up in the middle of the field for the kickoff. Jordan goes. Overchuk. Well recycled. That was an illegal contest from Team GB. So Ukraine will get an opportunity to put some phases together here with possession of the ball. Overchuk backs himself from the outside, forcing that offload a little bit, and support players were probably ready for it to hit that breakdown and not catch a ball. And that's resulted in a little knock-on. Frustrating ones these, aren't they, Andy?
Yeah, as you say, I think the inside players were not ready for that one-handed offload, especially throwing the ball at that speed. They were expecting maybe him to go to ground and recycle ball, and they can just clear it out and set up again. But it's good to see Ukraine trying things. You know, they're wanting to try things. They want to run hard. They want to try these offloads, but they've got to be a little bit more technically aware.
Yeah, and Ukraine making some changes just before this scrum. We see the big number 3 take the field, Dimitro Prodeos. And Team GB attacking well again, looking very confident, looking very fresh. A great start to this day. Just evading those potential tacklers. All the way up into the 22 of Ukraine. GB get the penalty to take it this time from the mark, and they're off to the right-hand side. Again, stretching this Ukrainian defence. It's an easy finish in the end. Number 6, Ewan Entwistle. That's a tricky name to pronounce, even if you are British.
Well, Ewan Entwistle, I don't think it's that difficult, but hey, you've been living in Germany too long, that's for sure. But interesting to see Luke Mason going across the field. I think he ran about 120 metres there, but unfortunately only 40 of them were forwards, just side-skipping, but got the contact area and produced the penalty, which meant that they're going back to that right-hand side and they put Entwistle in for the score.
Yeah, and it's just stretching that gap. It's now 47, and just feel like that try from Ukraine might just be a consolation score and have very little meaning in the grand scheme of things. That kickoff goes wrong for Team GB. 30 seconds left in the clock. One last roll of the dice for Ukraine, and they're off. Missed pass. Little scissors. They're here to throw the ball around. They're having a go, and you got to respect that. Working hard, trying to draw in some defenders maybe. And do retain possession. Britain shooting up in the middle of the pitch, so the big number 8 just decides to go route 1. And then they come back on the blind side. A little miss pass there. This is a much more patient, much more controlled build-up for Ukraine. They're keeping their hands on the ball. And this attack has a lot of potential all of a sudden. Progressing slowly but surely up the pitch. Another missed pass, creating the 1-1 the outside. And that's that physicality we're talking of. Riding the challenge and dotting it down in the right-hand corner. That's the end of the game. What a great score for Ukraine. They'll be delighted with that, even if they'll be disappointed with the result in itself.
Yeah, Kosaryev going in the corner there. Good work to power over in the line, but the build-up, as you said, was really, really good. It was really positive. They were patient. So I felt that they did really well and deserved that score in the end. But as we were saying earlier, they are new to the championship. They're with every tournament they play and every game they play, they'll learn a little bit more each time, and they can only get better. So 40 points to 12, the final score for Team GB.
Thanks, mate.
As we go into the next game, which will be Ireland v Portugal in a few minutes.
Mate. Cheers. Good luck. Congrats. Congrats, boys. Congrats.
So,
Thanks, mate. Thank you, sir.
Чи там ви голосі, як після прошлої гри, пацани?